Hello, I'm Will Forge, and today we will forge. Let's see. Alright. Let me turn down the music for me, because for you guys it's probably the right volume, but for me it was kind of loud in my headphones. Anyway, I am... Like, Kick is now working again. At least it should be now. Let's see if it'll load. I had to restart some things and they start working again. I wanted to add Twitch, because now Twitch is allowing cross-streaming, but unfortunately Restream only allows me 2 unless I upgrade, and I think upgrading costs money, so I'd have to, like, have a reason to do that. But yeah, basically, for now, this is what we got. I'm gonna continue as is until maybe later. I might at some point, like, maybe if, like, my Kick viewership goes down for the stream, it goes down to, like, 0 again or something like that. I probably I'll get some, and then once it, like, ebbs and flows, I might, whenever it goes down, turn off Twitch, Kick, and then turn on Twitch, because I can do that on Restream. I just can't have 3 going at once, so I might try that. But, anyway. Let's see. But it won't be now, by any means. We're gonna do that later. Okay, so what I've got, after having to scrap the original map, I was able to grab all the objects out of it and prefab them and put them into this map, so it looks like it's the same map, but it's a completely different map file. So everything got messed up last time. Not like yesterday, but like the other day whenever it was all going badly. So what we got going on here is, this is the new script brain. This is the first step. I'm gonna sort of do them in steps, so that each brain has the next step of setting up the game until we get to the stuff that just, like, runs all the time. And sometimes we'll go back and re-trigger some of the stuff. Like, these are all going to be re-triggered whenever we have to add bots and whenever we have to, whenever players hot join the match. So these will be triggered again. But I actually have them not as asynchronous because I realized they didn't need to be. I might still need to make them asynchronous in the future, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. Because like, I don't want to reassemble the heroes list until this is done running. So I had to wait here, and then I replaced them with... Yeah, anyway. The point is, what we got going on here is, when it doesn't spawn units yet, because I had to gut that part, and I'm going to have to rebuild it off this new system. But rather than, like, trying to grab all the players and then grab all of the spawn points and then sort of, like, blindly assemble them, and then once they're assembled, like, just go with how it builds it, like, sort of almost procedurally, let it assemble. It'll grab this list, and this list won't be perfect. It won't be the same every time. It'll grab these player lists, and that won't be the same every time for where they spawned, and it'll just sort of put them together and figure it out. Rather than that, and sort of like crossing over, you know, variables and storing each one in the other one. Instead of that, what I'm doing is now, when you spawn at the beginning of the game, there's going to be only 6 initial spawn points. Okay? Those are going to be inside of zones, trigger zones. That's right here. Pointer 1, area monitor, right? I don't know why this got messed up. Anyway, the point is, this area monitor basically will trigger for this one particular spawn point and is set up as Eagle 1, right? And so I trigger setup Eagle 1, the script, which is down here. Each of these is slightly different because I thought about making it to where it's like a little, like the same one for all of them, but that was gonna make it require a whole lot of stuff I couldn't do, like being able to call, like if I could have made an array instead of a, number variables, then I could have theoretically had, like, an array that, like, each number in it that was set for a different thing or whatever, and then have each player be a row, and then each of the things be a column or whatever, but that wasn't possible. So I have a number, your hero number, and I set your variable, I put your, I set your hero number. This one always set to 1, it's Eagle 1, and then 2, and 3, and that just numbers them all, which allows me to, I'm going to be able to do something, I can sort out the list easier whenever that's the case, right? And I can do things that are really easily with that, but I have figured out other things that might end up making that obsolete, and I might remove it later. But in the meantime, I also have, like, a global Boolean variable for each one, is player set Eagle 1, right? That means that if a player is here, then it's set to true. What's going to happen is that I'm going to have another script that whenever a player quits, it's going to get that player's hero number, and it's going to unset this, and then it's going to generate a new bot player that's going to replace that player, and then set this back to true. And it's going to sort of pull information from the player that quit. What that also means is that all of this means that I can now start storing a player's like level in their spawner, because their spawner is always associated with that player. See, I've got because it triggers for this area monitor, and then it sort of sets them to player set Eagle 1. I know they're Eagle 1, and I know which spawner goes to Eagle 1, and now I know where I can assign things. So this is way better. It means that, hello, hey PTSD machine, how's it going? This setup, I'm sort of explaining this new setup already. Sort of for anybody who comes into YouTube later and watches, I guess, not live, but I can re-explain it if you need me to. If you're interested. Well, you came in right as so I got it. What's up, buddy? Help you? With what? You follow you? Is it so I can set up Halo for you on the big TV?
No.
What do you need to do? Follow you? I don't know what you want though. Okay, you going well, thank you, that's good. That's really good. I might need to pause it now, right after you got here to go help my son. I'll be right back. Now I can rewatch later if I want to see it. That sounds good. I guess I'll finish explaining and then I'll go help him. Is that basically... because I now know which hero set is associated with each spawner, rather than sort of just figuring them out and meshing them together and then knowing from that, I always know that that Eagle 1 is associated with this spawner. I'm raising them right? Them playing Halo? Yeah, he plays Halo, he plays Mario, he plays Zelda, he plays Minecraft, he plays all the best games. It's funny, whenever he's in Master Chief Collection, he actually doesn't want to play Halo Infinite most of the time, because he mostly likes the campaign. And then he goes into Master Chief Collection, and then he's very much a Halo 3 or a Halo 3 ODST fan. He doesn't especially like the other ones as much. Those are the two he's set on, which is kind of funny. It's like the quality level there is actually tangible. It's not just, even a child. He's 3. He'll be 4 in a couple of months, but he's only like 3. He's like 3.5-ish right now, I think, if you do the math. But yeah. It's pretty funny. It's like, it tells me the tangible quality of Halo Infinite. If Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST is like actually in the in the thing, you know what I mean? It's not subjective, it's objective. But anyway, yeah, he plays Halo. I usually give him the bandana skull, so he has unlimited ammo. Put him on easy mode. If they have it, I put him on deathless for firefight. But he does go in on easy mode with the bandana and just goes in guns blazing. It's pretty funny. And he also kills all his Marines all the time. I try to tell him they're his friends, he should stop doing that, and he's like, yeah, oh, they're my friends, every single time. And then he has to be explained every single time he plays, those are your friends, buddy. It's pretty funny. But yeah, so all of this works much better now. This assembles a list of heroes in a very specific order, so I know which index goes to which one, so I can actually replace the heroes with bots way smoother, way cleaner than it used to do with the old version. And then after that one's done, I go into this one, and this one is going to be doing the next step in the process, and then the next step after that, I'm going to have each brain sort of do the next step until one of them is running the main gameplay. And then one of them will be sort of waiting it to handle whenever a player quits or joins, like hot joins or quits in the middle of it. And so everything's way more organized now, and I think it's going to work out a lot better. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go help him. I'll be right back. Let's see. On break actually says on break now instead of about to start, which is good. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so he actually was playing Spartan Assault or Spartan Strike. I couldn't quite tell which one it was. I think it was the first one, whichever one that one is. And he was wanting to play, and so another Halo game. But yeah, he does play those a lot too. I think it's because the gameplay is so different. You want to see some quick screenshots of a project I'm working on? Sure, yeah. I'm too excited with how much detail I can add. Huh. Yes, also, oh man. Okay, before I start scripting this, I just realized I wanted to go explore. Let's see, I don't think I changed anything. Oh, I did. I changed like one. I moved a thing slightly to the left. Well, yeah, send me the screenshots, and I forgot. I wanted to go check out, what's his name's map? I forget what his profile name was. The map that he was making, and we went in, we talked about it, and then I said I wanted to go back into it, but I was going to wait until he was back in chat again, and then you might mention it. But he hasn't yet in a while, so I might go hop in there. He might have removed me, though, so let me see if it's in here. What Rift. Oh, it was a backup file. It wasn't the real one. Okay, I don't know if he's published it yet. Oh man. Well, oh wait, at least I can see what his name was. Maybe it's his name on like Twitter or something. I can go find him, or maybe he'll see this, and he'll know what I'm talking about. Wait, was it your map, or did you just hop in? Was it your map? What am I talking about? Was Rift the one I'm thinking of? The one with the big goat trash? Was it goat trash or was it you, PTSD machine? I am brain dead right now. I sent it in Discord on main chat. Okay. Am I being dumb? Am I being really dumb? Main chat, here we go. Very cool. You're in the credits of this one, so I'm wondering if it was you or if you and I both jumped in. I can't remember. Yeah, Rift was mine. Yeah, that's the one with the big trench in the middle we went into, right? I'm not remembering wrong, am I? So I wanted to go see it see with the updates since you've made upgrades. I don't know why I forgot whose it was. I don't know how Goat Trash got in that. Well, he probably joined you because you had your settings set to. This is really cool, by the way. But yeah, he probably joined you while you were in the middle of forging. Yeah, and he just like quick revive 1000. This is really cool. Ice cold, and then I love the. Oh, well, let me show it on stream. I love these logos you did. This is brilliant. I love it. I can't I don't quite understand how you did this, but I assume you flattened him and just sort of put him at an angle or something to make him look like he's a slightly different shape. And oh, you squashed him. You squashed him and you put him at an angle and you flattened him. Is that right? Or something? It's so hard to tell. But yeah, I'm so dumb. I don't know how I misassociated the map from you. Let me show you a little more detail. Will do. Okay. This is really dope. Is this... I love the way that it's spilled. Actually, really quick, how did you get this to glow? What is this? Oh, it's a vase from, like, the, Is this a vase from... Or did you custom make this? Is this a vase from, what am I trying to say, the Bazaar set or something? Oh, wait, is there a bottle? I don't remember. It looks really cool. How do I disassociate your map from you in my head? 3000? What was that? That's my bad name, my brain being dumb for names. This is really dope. This is really cool. What is the 3000? Is that like like something you can interact with? You made it all? This is really cool. I like it all. Yeah, that's really cool. I don't know what this is gonna do, but I assume it's a switch you activate, and it gives you something. Pack a punch machine, 3000. Oh, gotcha. Oh wait, is this based on something like Fallout or something? Like what's it? Or is it just like, or is it entirely your? Like I don't know. I didn't know if that was something I should have been able to recognize was Pack a Punch Machine right off the bat. But if this is really cool, you made a spider web or a cobweb rather. That's dope. Like this. Let's see. When I finish it, I can show you. It's a zombie map, and there are a few quests. Awesome. Yeah, I'm really interested. I was gonna check out Rift, but the version I have is the one that you shared with me. So if you want to make a new copy and share it with me, that would also work. But that person, Goat Trash, either was in your original credits. No, because you copied this version off of that. They must have joined my match whenever I was in it. And this is only your backup file, so the Goat Trash would probably be, like I said, they probably joined while I was streaming. I assume, because this is your, unless you've been into the backup file yourself, which you might have. Actually, I forgot, you might have been reviewing things. Yeah, I sent it in a Discord man chat. Why did I feel dumb right now because I was like it's, I know you as a viewer, and somehow when we were in your map, my brain separated those, and I know I'm stuck on this, but it's like actually dumbfounding to me how that happened. But you don't remember? Yeah. You didn't add them as collab. Yeah, no, it's just in your credits, not in your collab list. I bet let's see, manage collaborators. If I go in here, I'm on there, but did you remove yourself from this one? You must have removed yourself from this variant, because you're not even in the list. And I'm able to, I can set admin. You must have, did you try to delete this version, and because I was in here it gave it to me, or maybe you removed yourself, but it has me as the owner of this backup file. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. Very weird. I wonder if that's a bug. Maybe you are on here and this view is broken. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of, maybe it's a Season 5 bug? I don't know. Let me see if I can find you in here. P. Elemino P. You might be in here, or I might just inexplicably decide not to put you in here because I have too many friends on here. Porcupine. Psycho. Nope. Not in here. You might be a lowercase p. No, that would be way lower. See, the lowercase x's are no, they're actually sorted together. Yeah, it's just, it has a limit to how many it can view, and it just refuses to actually show everybody. It's kind of obnoxious. Hate this thing. It's one of the most broken things since launch, or since Forge launched, and it hasn't gotten any better. Let's see. Maybe you did try to delete, and then whenever you try to delete it, because I was already in at just high enough, like maybe I had like whatever all of this was, and the only thing I didn't have was like the manage roles and revoke session stuff, you know, or whatever. And then because I had enough of the things, it just gave me a copy of the map or something. Oh, you know what else it could be? If you didn't have copy protection turned on, then whenever you deleted it, it may have just created a copy for each of the collaborators, which is actually a really good fail-safe on their part if they did build that into it. I wasn't aware of that if that is a feature. That would be news to me. But it is just interesting to see. Anyway, if you do make another copy of the map that you want to add me to it, then I can take a look at that one on stream. I was like, I'm just gonna wait for the guy who made it to remind me, and we can go look at it again. And I've been hanging out with you every day, like every single stream ever since. And I was just sitting here like, ha ha ha, just waiting. I just sent a couple more screenshots for more context. Awesome. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. I pulled up the wrong app. That is really cool looking. I like that. Yeah, I could definitely do that sometime. Sounds good. Yeah. Do that. Oh, cool. Yeah, see, this would be cool if we could... I want dummies of the weapons. Like, maybe they could do them where they don't have the ammo clip on them, and they don't... Or they, like, with a skewer, it could just not have the skewer in it. Or it could be, like, another one that just doesn't have its ammo clip. And you know, that kind of stuff. So that we have a dummy that's, like, empty, and there's something visually telling on it that tells you it's empty, because, you know, it's got, like, no clip in it, and that kind of stuff. There's, like, a slight visual thing that's different that you might notice, right? And that way we could do this by just squishing it. But in the meantime, you did a great job of making this, like, poster of the skewer. I love that. It's like a little, like, schematic or whatever. Or just a poster to advertise it or something. And that could be that you could interact with. Exactly. A particular skewer is constructed from parts around the map. Oh, really? Oh, so you like go out and you grab parts and you bring them back and you activate it and it builds you a skewer? That is really cool. Like it spawns one in? That is dope. That is a good idea, actually. It's especially good for a brute weapon. Because, like, you know, like the engineers like built all of the brute weapons off of like human farming equipment and stuff. Yeah, it's a quest. Nice. When you kill zombie with it, it respawns zombie where it died and makes it your team for 15 seconds. Ooh, that's awesome. So you can like flip the enemy. I like how you built this out of like, I think those are pallets, or no, those are those crate things, right? Or the little shelf, little thing. Yeah, anyway, the point is, I like the boarding up look of this wall. It looks great. And that, you were saying this one gives you super punch or whatever for a while? That's really cool. That's basically like super melee, like it kills everything whenever you melee attack it. Is that how it works? Oh man, this is all really dope. I like your weapon, you know, coating on this snow map now. Market tables, that's what it is. Yeah, that makes sense. That's awesome. And then that's interesting. It's like a plasma beam. The lights and perks and stuff do not work until you turn power on. Oh, really? Like these, like this light, or is that one maybe one special for this? That's all really cool. So you have to like go around, you have to power everything on, and then you have to like deal with zombies in the meantime and stuff. What do you use for zombies? Do you just like use other bots, like the like that other zombie game mode, or do you use like campaign AI, like brutes or something? The berserker brutes would be great zombies, for example. And maybe sword elites as 2 variants. But I don't know if I don't think you can adjust their stats. No, all of the lights. All of the lights, gotcha. So even like this one on the table. Yeah, these are, oh, you handmade those. I'm looking at them now and realizing, is that a cup? And then like a cone, and then another cone, and then another cone, and then like a dome or ring or something? I'm not quite sure. Bots with no ammo, energy swords. I do have a brute berserker spawn every time you turn power on. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, this is really cool looking. I wanna try it sometime. Once you're done with it, I guess. Oh, that's not what I wanted to open. I'll put that over there. And then we gotta go, let's see. Cups and spheres, nice. Very awesome. Let's see. Hey, Blowback, how's it going? Well, if you have a minute later, especially during this stream, then I would love to jump into your map. But like, if that's only if you're like at work or something, there's no way to like, or like school or anything like that, then don't worry about it. But yeah, if you're not at home is what I mean to say. If you're not by your console, then yeah, don't worry about it too much. Let's see. Let's see. So basically, I'm trying to script, but right there we were looking at you know, PTSD Machine's zombies map, which is looking really cool, and I still want to see what he's doing with Rift eventually. But what I'm doing with the script is where I was I've got the players all spawned in, and now I've got to set up the respawner. Wait, what do you want? What do I want? What do you mean? What do I want? I want $1 million. No, let's see. So PTSD Machine is in the process of making a really cool zombie map, and he's also in the process of making another map called Rift that I want to see as its current state, because we saw it a couple days ago, and he's made some changes. Oh, you were talking to him? Yes, I was. I said, oh, hey, Blowback, and then I started saying to PTSD Machine that I wanted to see his map. Yeah, you're right. Whenever he gets back home, I want to see if he can share that map with me. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to confuse everything. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So basically, the way that it's, I'm going to activate it really quick to show you real quick how it works, but basically it's going to print my hero number, and then it's going to get the hero, it's going to take that hero, it's going to get their AI spawner, it's then going to grab the hero back out of the AI spawner, and then grab the hero's number out of that hero that it's pulled out, which is a roundabout way of getting right back to this again. But by printing it twice, it proves that I have been sorted into the correct hero has been sorted into the correct spawner, and then the spawner has been sorted into the correct hero. So then it comes out printing correct, and then it prints my name. So just gonna show you real quick what all this does. After all the other crazy stuff that happens in the other brain, it all comes out and just says 2 greater pain. And what that means is I spawned here, which is pointer number 2. It's player number 2. It's Eagle 2, which is also, you know, player number 2. And then Cobra 2 is actually player number 5, because it's 3 over here plus 2 more. But yeah, that would be cool, and I am at home, PC. I have not done a heck of a lot with Rift yet. I did work on the extra crevices, but not a ton else on the map. Too busy with the undead. Yeah. I could tell you were busy with the undead. Whenever I saw it, I immediately thought, okay, yeah, he definitely paused his mainline or main modes map to make this side mode, this survival map, and I can tell, and it is definitely worth it. This is a cool looking map. But yeah. Okay, so what I was, yeah, so I got this brain as the first one. Here, spawn heroes, or hero spawn. This one I need a name. This one would be, what does this one do right now? I think this one's gonna be the spawners. But right now what it does is assign spawner to hero. Yeah, there we go. It's setting up the spawners. And then it's probably gonna be, you know, I've got a lot more nodes here. I'm probably gonna have the actual spawner script in here. So I'll probably do, I don't know for sure if it, by the end, if this is all gonna be the spawner stuff, but I'm gonna say, assign spawners for now, and I'll change it to run spawners if that gets, you know, if that becomes what I can do in this particular brain. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do is let's see. Oh, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is wonderful. Is it really? I can tell it was gonna be good, but I'm glad to hear it. I'll have to get it for my kids especially because they play Mario games all the time. My son loves Mario. He wants to be Mario for Christmas. Or for Christmas? For Halloween. Why'd that come out? He wants to play Mario for Halloween. Let's see, exactly how the zombie map is one I actually finished before Season 5, but it kind of sucked because I ran out of budget, and now I'm improving it a lot. Nice. Is this a firefight map or a campaign map? This is even better. This is neither. Other people are making both of those. I'm working on a campaign map, obviously. I am doing that. But instead of just a straight firefight map, this is a MOBA map. This is a straight, you are going to spawn in a secret room with weapons down. That's going to have the classes in it. You're going to go activate a class. Each team is probably going to have a different version of that same room. You pick your class, activate it. Probably, what's his name? I'm making it with people, and we kind of had, I had some trouble. Hollywood. If Hollywood sees this, and I'll explain it to him again in text later, I want to make it to where when you grab your class, I'm gonna have a pedestal with a ball on it. And whenever you pick up the ball, it's going to give you the class. And the reason I'm going to do that is because the game already has a system built into it to resolve if two players try to pick up the ball at the same time. And so I don't have to have a switch and then have it to where only one of each class can be on each team, right? So whenever because if I don't, then like I'll have to make like 6 versions of these drop pods and a whole bunch of other stuff. All I need is, like 6 copies of those 3 drop pods. So like a total of 6 times 3, you know. So basically, if I'd need 18 drop pods. But the point is that like, this way I only need 2 sets of 3 because only one of each class on each team. So basically what I'm saying is, I'm going to read all that stuff because I'm starting to fall behind there in chat, is that whenever you flip a switch in the game and I run a script, I can have a little toggle, but 2 people activating at the same time might activate the switch twice, and then they'll both toggle it to say no one else is allowed to pick this class. Which means that if they toggle at the same time and they're already in their script, they may get all the way through and finish before I basically have to say, if this toggle is still on, then toggle it off and do this script. But if both of them get past that gate of if this toggle is still on, and then they both toggle it off at the exact same time, then 2 players could end up with the same class and it could break the entire map. But the game already has a built-in system for if 2 people pick up the same weapon or the same, mode object. So if I have a ball on each pedestal, it's going to allow me to make it to where you pick up the ball, and and then it tells you, and then that chooses your class. And if another person tries to pick up the same ball, it doesn't matter because the one player already did it, and then I can have that toggle gate in there so that if the player picks it up and immediately drops it and another player tries to pick it up, their script has already started way before the other one, and they're going to toggle it off before the other one even starts. So it should clean everything up. Anyway, that's all I was trying to say. That's how I'm gonna resolve that. Let me go read what you guys are saying. Okay, is firefight map? Okay, you should Super Mario Bros. Wonder for your kids. Yes, I should buy it for my kids. They will love it, and it's basically Mario on acid. I played that game while high, and it was wonderful. Nice. So yeah, with the new elephant ability, it looks really great. Sounds cool. Get it? Yeah. When that MOBA, when in that MOBA you're making hits. When that MOBA you're making hits the customs, then those poor campaign / firefight peeps gonna have to be have to go cry into their drinks. I know, right? I hope so. But there's going to probably be, I bet they'll make a firefight playlist way before they try to accept this into a playlist. You know what I mean? They may be like, this is such a cool game mode, people are playing customs all the time, let's make a dedicated playlist to it and have other forgers make other maps and use the same scripts. That would be really cool. And I would totally work with those other forgers to get the scripts into their maps and make them work and everything like that, if that's the case. But in the meantime, I would be looking at... They're probably players are going to play a lot more Firefight anyway, because it's going to end up in playlists, I bet. I can't wait to see what games the next generation will make, since they will play Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Tears of the Kingdom, and some other recent bangers. I know, right? I'll get back in Halo soon. I got some unfinished business. Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, that's good, because we gotta. I'm doing this, so I haven't been able to finish scripting your map again anyway. But I can hop back into your map again and do some more progress in a little bit. Right, gotcha. Yeah, I feel like I was so close to finishing your map, and then then Season 5 came out, and I don't think even you're super interested in finishing it right now anyway. You're probably more interested in being like, let's do a campaign AI can do too, just like I am. So hopefully you're not too bummed about me doing that. So basically, yeah. Right now I've just got it spawning in here, but these are going to be moved to a special room. When you spawn in, I'm going to do weapons down mode, which anyone who enters that room through any means is going to automatically trigger weapons down mode. So I'll make that a separate script as well. So when you enter a bigger area, it's just going to get them all at once, and that will that'll help. Yeah. Anyway, so let's see. I need to get. So where was I? I was about to start activating these spawners, which means I need to reference them. That's not a spawner. That is an area, a zone, an AI zone. Let's see. Let's see. Hopefully, though, I do hope that, like, if this is any good and people like this and people are playing this a lot, that they will actually accept this into a matchmaking playlist. How dope would that be if, like, I could work with, like, if we just had, like, 3 maps, that would be all we needed for, like, a playlist. If we could make more maps, that'd be even better. But, like, having a template that's just 1 lane, and then maybe working with people to make a shorter map that's 2 lanes or 3 lanes, so that each of the squads moves all against a different path, that could work in theory. I don't know that that's gonna, I don't think that's gonna be the best way to play, but it could work as a really cool variant. And like, yeah. Like having like a playlist that had like a couple of different maps that had slightly different ways of playing the game would be really cool. Take your time with Cell Games Arena. Just please finish it before this year ends. I want to still help you with your MOBA map, and I want to finish my version of Forge World. That sounds, that's true. And yeah, I want to finish it before the end of the year too, because Dragon Ball is having a lot of big stuff going on, and I think people are going to be really excited for your map whenever it's done. And the new show, I think, does it air this year or does it start airing next year? Because I would want it done before it probably starts airing, would probably be the best bet. Unfortunately, you are right about the lag hitting when you grab 150 objects. Yes, it's very, very distracting, but good news for anybody who doesn't know, 343 is in the process of working on it. They've said that they have a fix internally, and it's coming out on the 27th, so 2 days from now. So that'll be fixed in 2 days, and then I can move Bereft over to the snow map and start arting it alongside working on this map, which is going to be good too. It airs next year. Okay, yeah. So we definitely need it done by the end of the year, so that by next year it's ready to play whenever people are ready, or are looking for it. Okay. So we got the different spawners, and what I need to do is... Do I have a list? Oh, I think I'm so dumb. They're right here. I already did this and made a list. Duh. Okay, so what I need to do is grab that list, check to see... oh, I need to make a variable of spawner... A toggle. That's what I need. I already had them right here. I could just copy them and paste them down there. Let's see. I need... variables advanced. I don't know why I said I'm dumb. It's been a day or two since I was making this part of this map, so it was not... I was working on it a little bit yesterday. That's right. I might have made that yesterday, but it might have been 2 days ago that I actually made that, so... Of course I forgot. Let's see. I hope that patch actually works. I do too. It probably will, even if it doesn't work. Even if it, like, only makes it to where we can select 100 objects instead of all the way up to 150 is still enough to me. I have some hopium that if I make enough high-quality zombie maps, then they will make a playlist for that. I know it's not a realistic hope, but it's a nice thought. I hope that they make it to where the custom games browser allows you to make your own playlist that is like that you can set up, and like maybe each player can create 3 dedicated playlists or something like that, right? And you can name it, you can set all the maps that are in it, whatever modes associated with those maps, and when you and you just press a button, it's like this mode will be available for people to just kickstart, right? This playlist can be kickstarted by anybody, and that way people can put all of their campaign maps into a single playlist in the custom game browser that would be named after, like, whenever I make mine, you could search Willforge and find my campaign in order on in a playlist, right? And then that way all of us could just make our own, and then they don't have to like, and then that means there will be the curated matchmaking playlists that will find you people to play with, and then there will be the ones that you have to go into and other people have to join, and then those will be the ones that like you will activate. So like if I have 3 and I only have my campaign, I don't have another playlist that I want to make, then I could make 3 of my one campaign and anyone can join them, and they could each one be like a maximum of 4 players, so it could be up to a 4-player co-op, and then, or something to that effect. And then so 4 of my campaigns can be going at a time, or you can make your own just custom game and jump in any of my maps, or you could even build your own playlist and pick my maps and put them in there if you want to make your own version of my playlist, where you can change the mode settings and like make it harder or something like that. But anyway, I could do like a normal, heroic, and legendary version of my playlist, right? And just make them like, and anyone could hop into them and play them. Or I might even make a copy of my playlist whenever someone starts it. I don't know how it could work, but the point is there's a lot of ways they could do it, and it would be really cool. But yeah, that's how I want to. That's what I want to see. But if not that, then I want them to. I would love to see them like make a separate section that's for campaigns, and like we can at least make a campaign that has a sequence of maps, and then in there they would have their own lists. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. Something that will just put the maps in order. Mainly for campaign, I just want it to be put in order. For other game modes, I would like this custom game browser style thing. But yeah, anyway. It's actually a lot like Halo Master Chief Collection's custom game browser, by the way. That one works like that too. What was I about to do? I need to set... No, I need to declare a Boolean variable. That is what I'm in this menu for, and I just started talking and forgot to do it. Let's see. I need to do... Identifier is ready, or primed to spawn. So if a spawner is ready to spawn their troops, then this will be considered true. Initial value will be true. And the reason for that is that it won't be set to false until the squad dies. So we want it to be true here. Scope, not that important, I think. Yeah, okay. Wait, no, yeah, what am I talking about? I need that object. My brain farted because I was thinking about something else. That's what my mom used to call that, a brain fart. Add node, let's see. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, if you guys can't tell. I'm like brain farting all the time right now. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so whenever a script, yeah, I need to, whenever the bot dies, whenever a campaign AI events AI, that's what it is. I need to say on squad spawn with squad label, and I want to, this is where I might have broken my last map, was whenever this came in. So I'm gonna save a copy of my map right now. I'm gonna name it. I think it was my ISP having the packet loss issues that caused my bug last time, so we might get it again, and I hope that's not the case. But if it does happen again, yeah, I'll just delete until I get back to the right one, and I'm gonna save it right here as about to add nodes that might have broken the last version of the map. This might be the last working version. Delete. Delete to here. Just future me is gonna need to be fully explained what's going on, probably, because who knows what I'll forget. Alright, let's see. So, when a squad is spawned with a squad label, I need to then set that squad, I need to grab its... Actually, I know what the label is, right? Okay, so Uniform Victor Whiskey, those are all Eagle. X-Ray Yankee Zulu are all Cobra. Tank, wait, what did I say? Uniform. Wait, Uniform is Eagle 1. So AI spawner for Eagle 1. So all I gotta do is say, if this one... My music just stopped. That was distracting to me. Because it was mid-epic part of the song. You like snow maps? This should be epic. I agree, Blowback, by the way. I know I missed that one earlier because it was in the middle of whenever I was missing a bunch of stuff, when I was up here talking about this thing over here, the special room, and I just saw it whenever I clicked back over to Kick, because it's at the very, it was the last message sent on Kick. So I just wanted to say, this is not just a snow map, it's the snow map. It's Sidewinder. Very, very rough block out of Sidewinder. I haven't gotten to anything of the actual blocking, but I was just trying to get the scale right and build it around this lake that was already built into the snow map, and I probably won't be able to use these as they are and have to like put snow hills going down into them and stuff, but they'll look good in the end too. Anyway, just thought I would let you know. I'd go back and say that because I forgot. I missed that comment. I half saw you sent it when I was in the middle of saying what I was saying, and then I forgot by the time I got back to it. Check chat real quick. Fax Brody, what did I miss? Hell, I want to forge a map based on Super Mario Bros. Wonder someday. That would be cool. That is an awesome idea. Man. Let's see. I have some hopium that if I make enough high quality zombie maps. Yeah, okay, I saw that part. Yeah. How did I miss that you said that? I'm glad that you mentioned it, and I went back to that too. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I might need to go get some water or some Dr. Pepper caffeine, something that will like make my brain start working better. Okay, so on this squad, I need to set variable. I need to set Boolean variable. Set Boolean variable, and I need to go grab that one I just made, get its name primed to spawn, and I need to go here and I need to prime to spawn. I was making the names really long in the last version too, so I'm really glad I started over because these are a lot cleaner too. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, the value is gonna be set to false or true. I mean, it's all good. You barely got sleep. Yeah, exactly. I did barely get sleep, but yeah. Variable value true, right? Scope is going to be oh man, I just realized something. I think I just realized there's a potential bug that I could run into if I do it this way. So when this squad is spawned, right, it's going to immediately set the value to false. Wait, this is not what I'm trying to do. Wait, yeah, false. It's not primed to spawn anymore because this one is spawned. Wait, that shouldn't be a problem actually, because yeah, if I set to false here and I set to true whenever they die, that would actually be clean. I think that should work. Yeah, I think this won't be a problem. So if I do this and I make this the object, the value will be false. So inside of this spawner it will no longer be true. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a script, make another script that's for each of the objects in list of spawners. It's going to check to see, it's going to call another script, another async script, right? That async script is going to check to see if this is true for that spawner, for that object, and it's going to trigger the spawner if it is ready to go. So right, on squad spawned with squad label this, it's going to set it to false whenever it spawns, and then it's gonna do that. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. It's all good. You barely got sleep. Yeah, it's just rough. But yeah, let's see. Squad team. Yeah, I don't need any of that. This is literally it. Okay, cool. And then I can just do this for each of them. This is also way shorter than last time. The last one I had, this was super long because when it spawned, I was setting its variable to this and this and this and this and this. Now, because I know spawner 1 is this label every single time, then when this squad is spawned, I know I can just set this AI spawner Eagle 1 to false. That's it. That's all I gotta do. Whenever, the way I did it last time, I was inside of where it was spawning, doing all sorts of nonsense, and I didn't need to do it that way at all. So I'm trying to say. I also am pretty sure it was not the copy and paste, because I tried that. I tried using copy and paste just to test it, and copy and paste was working just fine. So whenever I was saying on my Discord and stuff like that, that it might have been copy and paste, I have since tested that and don't believe that was the problem. And I am now pretty convinced my ISP caused major issues for me with the, what do you call it, with the packet loss. And I really do think that is what the problem is. I need to change some things on this. I haven't changed the label. But yeah. So Squad Prime, get this one. So the label here needs to be changed to the one below that, Victor. That's the Eagle 2. And then this one needs to be changed to Whiskey. That's Eagle 3. So I kind of almost wish I could grab these labels and use them as names. That I could, like, string names, so I can tell you your hero is named Whiskey. That would be cool, I think. Like, I mean, it would feel like red versus blue, you know? That would be really dope. I wonder if I can project a user thing as a, like, look, okay. They've got this new thing, right? Where they've got lists, casts. You can cast to Boolean. So I can try this, I'll test this, but if I cast to string a user-defined variable like uniform, I wonder if it will cast it and then the name uniform will come out of the other end. Because that would be really dope if that worked, because I don't think those are available in the string section in the section of strings. But if I cast as a string and it is a string in the code, it might come out as a string and actually accept it. And that would be really dope. It would also be cool if just identifiers can be cast to string, which would be crazy. I have no idea if that would work, because then the identifier would come out. You could name anything if you can do that. But I'll have to test that in a different map so they don't break my map. I know, wouldn't that be cool? I have no idea if that's gonna work, but we should try it. If someone else is in Forge right now and you want to go try it, go ahead and try it. I'll try it, I guess on my own time, maybe on stream at some point. If I figure out it works, I'll definitely show it off on stream and how to do it. But I'm kind of hesitant to do that in a map like this, because then it might break the map. Like, it might legitimately break it to where scripting doesn't work on that map. Because that is one of the other things I did on the last version of this map, was I made it to where I used the cast to such and such a few times, and it's possible that casting to something and using it in the wrong way could break your map's ability to have scripting, because the moment that script runs, it might run in a way that the script system is not designed to do cleanly, and it could introduce permanent bugs to your map. So I'm really hesitant to use that. That's my thinking anyway. I don't know for sure if that's the case, but that's something I'm a little bit worried about with using that, and I did do that last time, so whenever the map got broken. So I still have no idea what the actual cause is, but I'm assuming it's my ISP at this point, and it caused like a desync with the network, and my previous map got borked because of it. But yeah, but I hope that can work, because if we could cast to string a an identifier object, like variable, just make an identifier variable, plug it straight in as the value that's cast to string, and then we set that as the string variable. That could be a game changer if we could just type in whatever we wanted. It might even be, if that's possible, it may not even be intentional. Like, they may not have realized that was going to happen, if that is a thing. Because I know that behind the scenes, these are strings and things like that. They're storing them as variable types, right, in the code. So it might be a string variable that is the identifier, and then the whole system is sending it around like that. And so it might actually work that way behind the scenes. It'd be amazing. Let's see. Now that I'm on that, my brain is like, let's go, let's go out of the map right now, make a new map, test it. That's what my brain wants to do right now. I don't know, if you guys think that you want me to see that, you want to see that too, I can do that right now. It may not work though, it might be a complete waste of time. That's why I don't know if I want to do it on stream. Let's see, I only have so many stream hours, I suppose. So yeah, let's see. Let me refresh this over here so that it stops being silly. Okay. Okay. So on the squad spawned with the label, it is setting it to false, which means the spawner script, which will just be one script right over here, it's going to be based on stopwatches. It's going to be stopwatch, get stopwatch last, create stopwatch, reset, oh no, it's an event. It's an event custom because it's an event. So on stopwatch reaches in seconds. Let's see. Yeah, if you guys want to, I will do that. But I'll take that as a vote for you guys wanting to watch to see if you guys want to see if that works. But in the meantime, I will continue to work on this so that I can get in more work on the MOBA. I had somebody come in and ask me on the last one I streamed where everything was going wrong, why'd you even upload this? Now this thing comes up whenever you search for MOBA, and I was like, I am so sorry for that. I didn't know that would be the case, and also that sucks because I had to completely dump that version of the map and remake it from scratch. So because there was a bug in the actual map itself, not in my scripting. So he hasn't replied yet, but yeah. But you vote yeah? Okay, well, if the only vote is yeah, and my ADHD brain is like hyper-focusing on this idea and won't let me shut up about it until I know if it works or doesn't, then I might take that as 2 votes for yes and no votes for no. Inquiring minds want to know exactly. Yeah, inquiring mind here. Yeah, okay, let's do that then. I'm gonna, let me just pause this. I can just pause that right there. I know what I was gonna do next. This is also potentially causing an issue for me. Like, if it thinks I'm trying to open this and this at the same time, it might be breaking my save. And that was happening with my broken map too. So I'm really worried about that too as a potential. But this is, we saved off the last one where we knew it was working. Inquiring minds with Photography Studio said sure. Okay, cool. So we got 2 votes for yeah and 1 for sure. Let's do it. 1 for he's down. Let's see. Map 343 Industries. Let's do it on something simple. We'll just do it on Institute. And we will play on Institute. Let's see. Testing, casting to string. Let's see if this works. This would be so cool if it does. Like, oh man. And there's already a system in the string variable in the string variable creation text thing that blocks, like, I'm pretty sure it blocks bad words and other things like that. I think it already has a filter. So if this works, they won't necessarily have to immediately patch it out and then find a way to add it back in later that's in a clean way. Because I'm pretty sure it already has that as a filter. So, yeah, they'd probably just be like, wait, that works? That's dope. You know what I mean? So let's see if it does or not. If it does, I can name the classes whatever I want. Because I can cast them to string and store them as a string variable. That'll be really cool. I also like how the nav, did it always create a nav data at the very initial version of the map? I didn't think it did, but it seems to now. I don't remember it doing that. I thought I always had to bake it right off the bat, but I could be wrong. I'm just probably remembering wrong, but yeah. Okay, so, variables basic. So a string, right? A string has these specific variables. Just in case anybody doesn't know, this is a string. The strings are a field of text, right? And they have a whole bunch of predetermined ones that you can use, and you can make these pop up on the screen to say things and all sorts of stuff. Like, you know, like you can use it, there's some things where you can print to the screen, several of them at once in a sequence, right? So you could say, like, where was it? Move, and then I think there's 2 as one of the options of this. I don't think 2 is in here, but there's a thing that prints this message to the screen, and it's like move, and then the word 2 is in there, and then you can change the next string. Might be like enemies, move to enemies, or move to escape, and then there might be point on here as well. I think there is point on here, and there might be move to escape to blank blank, right? And you can say move to escape point. Here's point right here, and so that would allow you to do that splash screen up on the stream. Or screen. So anybody who's watching this that didn't know, that is how strings work. A string in programming is a sequence of letters as opposed to numbers. Like a variable is usually a number. A float is a number that has point such and such. Like instead of a whole number, like a normal variable, a float is a number that's 0.000 or whatever. You know, number variables in this are all floats. None of them are actually number. I believe. I don't think there's a single thing in the game except for player count. Player count can never be point anything. 0.12, you know. So if you get a player count, it will always be a whole number. So yeah. But anyway, if you put that into a number variable, it'll be anyway. The point is that's what strings are. I don't know. I'm getting off topic here. Now I want to go with an identifier. An identifier is me typing in text, right? And it might be that it's storing a sequence of text inside of something else, and it may not be a string. So probably that's what's going on, but it might be storing it inside of a string variable in the line code that's behind these node string code, right? If in the line code it is storing what I type in here, like hello world, that's an old programmer joke. If I type in hello world here, and then I say cast to string, lists cast to string, it might grab the value of this, potentially what this string is. Ooh, generic item cannot be an identifier. So straight away, we cannot just put that right into there. I wonder if there's a way to get that in there though. Oh, wait, generic item empty. Okay, we need to see if there's a way to do that at all, because that might be it right there. That might be the end of it. Let's see if we can find another way to cast this and like grab it. Cast to... Is there a cast to identifier? Because that would be crazy. Cast to wave manager, cast to weapon type. That might be it right there. Is there a get generic item type thing? Oh, that's a good question. Lists... Get generic item at index, get generic item variable. Okay, that's getting a variable that already exists. The identifier isn't a variable object. Get generic list size. Get in items in generic list. Get shared items. Get unshared items. Item is in generic list. Here's another thing. This might be crazy. Hold on. Really quick, if I just... Oh, I can do it. I can do it as a global variable. I don't need to do it as a... Okay. Add node. This might be a way to do it. That also will be cool. I am going to see if I can put a player's name as a string. Because I can store a player as a variable. But a player may not count as a string. So that their name may be stored as a string. And if I cast a player as a string, maybe. So let's do a declare object variable. Scope is going to be global. Identifier is going to be me. And what we're going to do is initial object is going to be add node players get all players. Add node what is it? Get logic. Logic. No. No, it's an objects. Objects. Get object at index. So all players. The object will be the initial object. The index will be 1. I'm the only player in the map, so I'll immediately populate as the only one in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this variable and cast it as a string. Get objects, let's see, variables advanced. Get object variable identifier me. I could have just typed that as fast as I'm copying and pasting it. And the scope is global. Oh, I put it as... Yeah, I did. I put it as global. Good. Object there. Generic... What? Generic item. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see. Get generic... item variable. What is that? Declare generic item variable. Oh. Okay. Okay, so I have to do it in this. Get generic item type thing. Okay, so if I put... Wait a minute, hold on. Can I? No, okay. So identifier still can't go into initial value on declare generic item variable. Okay, so that would have been a way of doing that. So I've got to here, we'll just do this here too. We don't need to worry about deleting that one. We'll just make this identifier also me too. All right, and then what we're going to do is get that one. Okay, get generic item variable. Put that in there. Okay, so this isn't doing anything. We don't need to worry about that. Me too. And then scope global. Let's see if we can cast my name to a string. Add node. Let's see. Advanced declare string variable. Interesting. I just realized that I can take that string and plug it straight into this value. Because this is just... How quickly is it going to run this? I'm not putting a weight in here. I might need to declare this and then set it. We'll see. I'm gonna see if it works first. Like this. Yeah, and then we're gonna name this me string. And there we go. Scope will be global. And then we're gonna print string. I think I can just go to is it in debug? Is there a print string too? No, there's not. I gotta go to UI and use the string system. Create UI message. Is that correct that it uses the strings? I think so, right? Yeah, there we go. Message template. You are... How about just string 1? And we're just gonna put this as add node get string variable. Get string variable identifier control V. Scope is global. Right there into string 1. Create the message, and then we're gonna print message, which is in UI, I think still. Clear / create message. Push / to player. Message is right here. The player can be... Can I set the player to all players? No, I gotta set a player. I can actually grab this object and put that right into that player from that script, because that is me anyway. Duration in seconds, we'll do like 5 seconds. And we need to trigger this. So I'll make it on ping so we can give it all time to sort of like process what's happening here. Let's see, events, players, on player mark. On player mark. Actually, I guess I can clear this and just take this player, so anyone who marks will just see my name. Call out position target list, there we go. Alright, cool. Wait, so if getting generic item is an object reference, then can you cast an object? And if so, then rename object and cast that name? Oh! Yes, I think we could. Okay, let me save this map real quick and then try this out. Warning, declare string variable. Variable nodes cannot be used to initialize variables or event nodes. Okay. Variable or event nodes. Get generic item variable node missing required property. Get generic item variable. Okay, let's see. Get generic. Oh, I'm dumb. I didn't put the me too in here. Me too. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so I can't... This can't be used for this, I think. So I do have to say on player mark. Okay, let's clear this. That'll still be the player. But we're gonna push this in after. We're gonna declare. We're gonna set. I mean, variables. Advanced. Set. No, not get. Set string variable. Right? Oh my god, the game just crashed. All I did was click on a thing. Alright, don't worry, we saved it before I tested last, so I gotta redo that last part, but I don't have to redo the whole thing to test this. Okay, that's good, that's good. Man. Okay, so, I'll do this. Earlier I was saying, see, restream, I can, Twitch changed their rules. Now you can stream to Twitch and other things at the same time. Right now I'm streaming to Kick and YouTube. I was saying at the beginning, if I get low enough in Kick viewers, then I might be like, okay, this is a good moment to end Kick streaming and switch over to Twitch for the rest of the stream, right? So what I'm probably gonna do is, because I am sort of low in Kick viewers right now, when I get back to the MOBA map and I'm streaming and I'm making the MOBA map again, I will go live on Twitch. That way no one, if I go live on Twitch right now, everyone will be confused on what I'm doing, because the Twitch thing will be named I'm making a MOBA mode in Halo right now. Yeah. When I get back over to that, I'll do that. But yes. And yes, it was very crashy funny. I don't know if you noticed, but that loading screen was a lot slower than it normally is. That was slower than mine normally is. But it wasn't as long as whenever you get an update and it has to recalibrate your graphics card. Or whenever your graphics card gets an update and you have to recalibrate that. Alright, so here we go. Let's go. Maybe I'll break the entire server of maps and make it so where no one's map can work because I'm casting strings in a very silly way. But yeah, no, we should try that. Naming an object, if it works for me, me as a player, then as a player I might be named with a string potentially that's being cast, you know, Willforge. And so if that's the case, then that might be the case. But they might be just grabbing the name of a class. In programming, there's also something called a class, and the class will hold other things like other variables and stuff in it. And if I, as a player, am held in the programming as a class instead of a string, if my name isn't held as a, you know what I mean? Like, it might be that whenever I cast as a name, it might cast me as a as that. So that we'll see how that quickly saves my own map after hearing you talk about breaking server. Yes. Really, hopefully the server doesn't break and go down, but we will see. Who knows? Okay, me too. Let's set that one. I'll set it that way too instead of the other way. Okay, so over here we need to break this. We need to... You know what else might have happened though? The way that I did it before might have created a memory leak that just crashed my game. Because it said that you can't do that. You can't cast a string. I can't run this. Because it might have been trying to do this over and over and over again and created a memory leak where it's doing it infinite number of times until my game crashed. And that's probably what happened if I had to guess. So I can't put this here. What I have to do is I need to put this down into a set variable. So yeah. Right, what I was doing was this. Not declarable, set string variable. And what I need to do is break this, clear that connection. This will be the value. And then this will go here. And the identifier will be, and I'm going to do it this way this time instead of clicking straight onto it. The slow way. And then this way, just to make sure that because that wasn't working last season and it might be breaking again this season. And then this will go here. So now that the string has been set, it'll now print it to the screen to the splash, whatever. Scope global, because it's a global variable up here, and this should work. Let's save it. See, that spooks me whenever my mouse is on something and then I go to save it. It might be like trying to activate two different things at once. Alright, so what does it print? Error, missing input pin. Okay. Alright, so I will not cast as a string. That's unfortunate. Let's try and put something else into the generic. Like you were saying, let's put an object. In fact, we don't even have to rename an object. We can just make an object reference like this and plug it right in. Cannot reference static object. We can set an object to dynamic. What? No. Keep it big. What are you doing? And we'll just set it to phased. Yeah, there we go. And then we can go back into here. And then we can set the reference. There we go. And if this works, then we will be able to see. This bothers me. I don't know why my mouse is there and it's messing it up. It's throwing me off. Okay, now ping. Let's see. Error, missing input pin. Dang, I was really hoping that'd be the case. Okay, so the name of an object is not considered it is not a string that we can push. What's another way we might be able to pull this off? If there's another way, we want to find it. Let's go into variables basic. Like, that's the thing that really annoys me, is that identifiers are not a variable. This doesn't count as a value. It's not a generic item. I cannot place this in here. And that annoys me because it's in the variables folder, right? It is definitely worth a shot. It was definitely worth a shot. Let's see if there's anything else we can do. Oh, numbers. Numbers. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. A number might actually work. It won't be stored as a number variable, but the number variable is being converted into something more generic. It might pass through the value of the number through something else. So that could work, actually. And that we don't have the numbers as strings. So being able to add a number as a string could work. User label. That's, oh yeah, we haven't tried that yet. You're right. That was the first thing that made me start thinking about it. Let's see. Ah, number didn't work. Okay, but yeah, no, you're right, because the user variable, the user thing might actually work. It'd be really cool to be able to, like, name you Tango. Let's see, user label. I wonder if we can just plug it straight in like this. Will it accept this? Oh my god, it did. Okay, this is gonna be so clean and so easy if it does work. We'll go with, what's a good one? Foxtrot. There you go. That's a good one, cause it's the funny one, you know. Let's see. Okay, so. Dang. Not working. Oh, I threw my assault rifle on the ground. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Vector 3, vehicle type, weapon type. Maybe one of these could be a string, because, yeah, that could be it, actually. Let's do vehicle type. Why is it not letting me do my... gotta get back to this. Okay. This actually legitimately... Oh, variables literals can be... Oh, wait a minute. Respawn message. Game over. This is probably a string. This is literally... This would be something you would store as a string in your game. This actually could be a string. I could say game over. It might work. Let's see. Oh! Yes! Yes! Look at that. We did find something. Something casts. Oh my gosh. Okay, respawn messages cast. That means what you have available to you is challenge failed, game over, out of lives, respawning disabled, and you died. Oh, that's cool. So we found something. That's kind of epic. Okay, we found something that works. Alright, let's go and add another thing. Okay, we got scope. Something other than the generic things they gave us. Exactly. And they're multiple words. All of our other strings are one word. So we could theoretically pass through in, like, watch, like we've got the string, the identifier, no, the string template. Here, well, here's what I'll do. I can go, where's the one that's like just string, or whatever? Oh, come on now. Current objective, and then there's a string. String to string. You are a string. Okay. Oh, there's only two strings. Yeah, that's right. String to the string. Okay, I'm just gonna plug this same value in both, and we're just gonna see it say game over to the game over. So that's gonna be cool. Game over to the game over. Look at that. That's cool. Okay. Alright. So, we've got that going for us, which is nice. Let's go more variables, literals. Audio zone effect. Character type. Okay, hold on. Can I just set this? Ooh, this might work. It may not. It might be a behind the scenes. I'm gonna put the respawn message over here as the successful ones, and then all of the unsuccessful ones, object references, user labels, identifiers, numbers, those don't work. This one, Brute Warrior Chosen archetype, character type, could be a string, or it could be a class, like I was saying before. Players are probably classes. But let's see if this works. Ping, let's see. Well, no, I thought because it was really wide, it was about to work, and then just an error. That would be cool for MOBA. Yeah, it would, for the game over thing. For sure. It could be something like, get, like, for example, game over at the base, or something telling you that your base is about to fall. Something to that effect. One of those messages in there could be used to say, warning, your base is under attack, essentially. And that would be cool. Control state, what are these? Capturing, resetting. These actually could be idle neutral. Incoming would be a really good message to be able to send. Would be a really cool one. So character types fail. Control state could potentially be one. Let's save that. Okay. That would be really cool for MOBA though, you're right. Yeah, let's see. Control state to the control state. Error. Dang. Okay. I was really hoping that one, because that had a lot of words in there. That could have been really cool if that was one. Let's see. Add node. Let's see. Game mode. Ooh, wait a minute. That could be it. Actually, that would be really cool. King of the Hill. Let's do King of the Hill to the King of the Hill. Let's see if it works. Balby. Let's see. Save. So if it crashes, we don't lose anything. To the... Oh! That's interesting. This did send as a string, but it's a blank string. Like that seems to have worked, but as a blank string. Huh. Let's see what this one is. To the blank. Okay, blank to the blank. That's interesting. If you ever want to do a blank option, all of these seem to be the same way. Let me pick one that only has one name, because it's possible that it's a total and control for some reason are two separate strings, in which case that would be kind of bizarre, but it might be the case. Let's see if this one word will work better. Nope, the one with one word did not work. So let's put that in as technically like a half success. If you want to put a blank in your message, you can do that now. I don't think you could before. I don't think you were able to set the string to a blank. Label. Did we already try this? Oh my god, user label didn't work, but label. Label is separate, and this is a raw object. This is different. This is this is in the variables literals. This might be the actual label they use for the, like an array or a variable or something like that, the store, I mean not an array, blah. Let's see if it works. Blank to the blank. Oh. Well, those are sort of working too, but they're working as a... Yeah, it's not working as we want. Let me see if, like, minigame object 1 is working. Let's see about that one. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Nope. Still not working. Okay, really quick, just to be sure I didn't, like, break the map somehow, let's put one that was working in there and see it work again. Let's see, here we go. Game over to the game over. Okay, so that one worked. We have new script, what do you call it? String variables through there. I see someone new has just joined. Just to explain what we're doing, we found a way to get new strings, at least with respawn messages, and we're trying other things. Movement curve. I doubt these are a single string or anything like that, but they might be somehow. If it's like, using them to... You could theoretically use a string for this. Nope, error missing thing. Okay, that didn't work. Let's, we can put that into the absolute failures. It wasn't blank, but it didn't work. Respawn message. Wait a minute. Wait, is this the ones we just did? This is what we did. Yeah, this is these. I thought that respawn messages and death messages might have been different for a second there. Scope, which a variable is stored. Local is stored in the script brain in which it was... Oh, these could theoretically be global. Yeah, this could be a script. Hold on, this one might be a thing. This one might be another success. But I don't know if it was... Wait, hold on, what'd you say? I don't know if it was Greater Pain's fault, but my game crashed. Oh, gotcha. Yes, it was my fault. I broke the server for a second there. Oh, they're blank. No, that could have been useful. These are coming out blank, which I consider a different kind of success, but they're all the same blank, so... Species type. Wait a minute. Brute. Grunt. This might be a string. Because that could be a string. Yeah. This, I hope so. Fingers crossed. Hold on. No, error! Dang it! You could have stored that as a string. At least, I don't know. But those are all just error over there. Weapon addition method? What in the world is that? I don't even know. Default, if room, replace all, swap primary, swap secondary. Okay. If room. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Alright, so far we've just found the one. And it might just be a small victory with just the one. Species type, scope, did we try everything else? Audio zone effect, I didn't really do that one yet. Character type, did I try that one? I think I did. Control state. Generic zone? Wait, what is this one? Yeah, I tried this one. Oh wait, they'd be over here. Right. Character type is right there. Yeah. The only one I skipped was audio zone effect. Didn't really pick this one. Footsteps muffled. I doubt this is going to be the case because it's probably going to refer to an audio file of some kind. But blank to the blank. Okay, so that one is coming up as blank. So these are coming up as blank. If you want a blank effect, use one of these. This one is allowing new messages because they are messages, so of course they're stored as script, you know, what do you call it, strings. Let's see if, now, we skipped all of the other variable basics. Area monitor is going to create an area monitor attached to the monitor. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Boolean might have true or false. I doubt it, because it's literally going to be a Boolean variable. That's a variable type. But we can set the Boolean variable to false and see if that's a thing. I don't think this is going to work. We can try it. Yeah, error. It definitely wasn't short. I think that might be all of them that we can try, but I'm gonna go through the menu real quick just to see. Equipment type, grenade type. We didn't try these. Object list, object reference, string. Obviously, that's gonna be a thing that works. Team might work. Actually, user label. We already tried that one. Vector 3, vehicle type. Did we try vehicle type and weapon type? I think I just pointed at it, and then we went and tried something else. Did I try this? Ghost? I tried species type, so that one, if that one didn't work, this one probably won't work. We're gonna try it, though. We're gonna see. Seems like we have technology that 343 should just hook up a dictionary to the game and let us make our own. I know, right? I just hope that they, like, honestly, if they just made it to where identifiers would, like, work as a string that I could just plug into here, that'd be great. And, yeah, that'd be awesome. We're gonna try ghost type. Let's see if that works, because then you could, like, make a haunted, you know, house and say ghost. Be like, move to the ghost. Nope. Error message. Let's see. Clear connection. But yeah, no, I wish that was the case, but okay, string. Okay, it was which one was it? The equipment type. Again, it's a type of thing. So equipment is new. It's not like a vehicle, so it may store a little differently, but probably not. They probably just built it off the engine that already existed, and like went with Halo 3 equipment type code and stuff like that whenever they recreated it to where it would fit in with the programming of the rest of the game. But there you go. Oh, why is it doing that? I couldn't actually select the node. I think that's it. There might be something else that I'm not aware of. Area monitor, Boolean, grenade type, identifier, number, object list. Like an area monitor is probably gonna pass as an object because the area monitor is basically the object and its zone around it, right? It's a little tiny area around it. That's what they call it. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Grenade type, identifier. So identifiers don't work. Let me see if I got identifiers over here. Number, Boolean. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, I did. It's right there. Yeah, and I had this one down here. So now we know, for anybody who, you know, is here and wants to know, you can, through declaring a generic item variable, right, you can cast the messages and the respawn messages over there. You know what? Let's see something. We might be just being way overdoing it. We were trying to get around stuff. Let's just see if we can do this. Yeah, no, okay, so this is the only way to do it. If you want these respawn messages as a string in a string variable so that you can then put it into a UI message by using the string variable to put it in there. You can grab one of these, and you can plop that into a generic item variable, which is in the new generics list. And you can set whatever you want: despawning, disabled, you died, out of lives, challenge failed. Actually, that's interesting. You can't do out of lives until you've died and you're trying to respawn, and it'll tell you out of lives. But now you can. Now you can say out of lives as a string. You can tell the player the moment their lives get to 0. I need to talk to Mr. Greencastle about this, because he made a PvE mode on High Ground that uses a number of lives, limit on High Ground. So that'll be really cool. Like, I can just go down here and remove it from here, and I can go here. I can just say string, or wait, player. Is there a player string? Because there's string player. You are a is the dang. Let's see. Oh, hey, I could use that. Yeah, there you go, in your zombie one, duh. Yeah, what was I thinking? I wish that they had player string, not just string player. They need that as an option here, because player is a string. Like, if you had, like, player out of lives, like greater pain out of lives, then you could declare to all people who are on a team, too. Like, everyone on the same team could get the same splash to tell them, hey, greater pain is out of lives, you know what I mean? Now, but all we can really do, the best way to do it, you could say out of lives, greater pain, if you want to do that one. If it was is instead of a, then that would be great. But yeah, current objective, yeah. For my quick revive perk in zombies is only usable one time, so when players die and respawn, they could get that message, yeah. You just be like, yeah. They could just be like, basically, died, respawned, and out of lives. That would be really cool. That would work really nicely for that. I'll let Mr. Greencastle know too, so that both of y'all can do it, because I think that he would definitely benefit from that. Declare this. This is not necessary. This is the other thing we were doing, where we were trying to declare object variable and put it in there, because I didn't realize I had declared it as a generic item variable. I thought I could put any variable into cast a string. It has to be a generic item. Let's look back at the... Oh, we don't need... Oh, this is the me string. Yes, this is the string I'm using. So yeah, this is all necessary here for the ping and everything. Anyway, okay, one more thing we got to look at for this is we need to go back to list for cast. Cast a boolean, cast a equipment type, cast a grenade type, cast a number. Hola! Hello, Unbroken Onyx, how's it going? We're figuring out a thing that I don't know that 343 fully knew that they had put into the game. Cast a number, cast a object, cast a squad, cast a squad definition, cast a string, cast a team, cast a UI message. Wait a minute. Huh. Cast a user label, cast a vector 3, cast a vehicle type. With user label, that could be interesting. Cast a vector 3, cast a vehicle type, cast a wave manager, cast a weapon type. Yeah, basically we found out a way to get like 5 extra messages you can do in strings on your splash that pops up, which is pretty cool. Let me see, cast a UI message could be interesting though. Let's see. Generic item, let's see. If we cast a UI message, right, the message will come out. Generic item will be here, so we'll actually clear this. And we need to go cast a UI message. Then we have to set, is there a UI message variable? Variables advanced, declare UI message variable. There we go. And then we can, yeah, okay, so put this back over here. Ready to go. And then we go, and then we, oh, this one I'll put over with the other variable over here. Me UI message, not sure why I'm naming it me anymore. Let's see, because I was trying to do that earlier, like making my name in there. So yeah, we can cast. I don't fully understand that cast stuff yet. Okay, so let me explain it in full then. I won't do this just yet. Let me go ahead and, okay. right now, what happens is my UI message stuff. That's the new stuff that'll go over here. Okay. Okay, generic item list variables are now variables that can store anything you want. So you could theoretically use a single variable to be like, hey, I want to see if a player picks up anything. You know, if they pick up a gun, a grenade, anything. And when they pick that up, I want to do something with it, right? And then so what you can do on the next thing is you can say something like, if the generic item is a grenade, then this. If the generic item is a weapon, then this. You see what I mean? So you can sort of like be like, okay, I want to check what their inventory is. I want to see what stuff they have. If they have this, I want this to happen. If they have that, I want this to happen. If they want that. And you could very quickly check an entire player's inventory, for example, by casting all of the items as like generic items and then into another script, which then just pulls all of them one by one and like checks them or whatever, right? And so you can use generic item to basically literally store, like if I want to like be like, yeah, my special item, like let's say for example I wanted a mode where if I ping on the map I can summon an object, and so I ping on the map and right in front of me appears a sniper rifle. But if I pick a different class and I ping, I can spawn a tank. And now there's a scorpion tank in front of me. And if another class, so the same variable for classes item or spawnable item or whatever, for each player could be set differently whenever you pick a different class. So, and then whenever I have a script that just says spawn the object that's in that's held in this variable, tank, sniper, whatever. You see what I mean? So you can do that kind of thing, right? And just store it in this generic item variable. And you can use it all sorts of different ways. Usually it's probably going to be stuff that's behind the scenes. You'll never even see it happen. In this case, what we're doing is this respawn message, which is an item that's new as well, that's in the variables literals. There is respawn message. And these are messages that get thrown whenever you die and you're about to respawn. Challenge failed, game over, out of lives, respawning disabled, you died, right? These are the different things, right? Now, if you're playing an arcade game like Red Nomster made in the very beginning, before the game even before Forge even came out, he had made an arcade that you walk up to and it locked your movement so you couldn't move around. Your camera, you got moved to where your camera was facing this like room. You couldn't turn, and then in that room there was a Spartan doll and you moved around on it and you jumped and there was like an enemy ship and you had to like shoot at it and kill it and it flew away at the end or something like that. It was a really cool, like really script heavy map he made that looked like little 2D side-scroller arcade game. In that, you could do the splash, game over if your character died without your player having to die, because you can do this message. In PTSD Machine's case, out of lives is a very useful one. So you throw that into the generic item, you call the generic item, you cast that item to string because you know this is going to be a string when it comes out. Casting the string means grab this item, and I know it's going to be a string. The script doesn't have to know it's going to be a string. The script just has to blindly trust on faith that when I cast this to string, it will come out and it'll work. So this is the script system. This is a node that says the scripts will blindly trust that you're smarter than it, and you know that whatever is going to be stored in here will be a string, right? If you go to the list cast and you cast to something else, you're assuming it's going to be something else, like a squad definition, right? So whatever you have stored in there, you're saying it is this, trust me. And then it will go, okay, fine. So then it casts to string. Cast to succeeded, by the way, looks to be like, if it worked, then another thing can happen. You can like do that as true, for example, in a Boolean. If it doesn't work, you can say, well, so you can grab a whole bunch of items and just cast out all of them, and the ones that work, you can have the script go, okay, it worked? Oh, cool. All right, yeah, then keep going with this. You know what I mean? With this whole thing. So string goes to set string variable. What I'm doing is on player mark, I'm setting this string variable to this casted string over to here. This string variable is being plugged into the create UI message, and then it's going into push the splash to player, a UI message, which is this one right here. Now what I want to do up here is cast a UI message. I just wanted to see, I guess I'm not exactly sure what I would want to create, what I want to cast to the UI message, but I'm wondering if maybe these might work as UI messages. I don't know if that would work or not. They probably won't. I'm just gonna plug one in and see. Mini game object, one label. Yeah, we'll just do that. See if that works. I don't think it's gonna. No, it won't even let me plug it in. Generic item empty. Wow. Oh right, I have to make it a generic item. Right. That's duh. I don't remember what I was gonna cast anymore. I don't remember what I was gonna cast a UI message at all. I was thinking. Now that I think about it, it would be like a message that would cast a UI message. So the only thing I can think is that. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm declaring a UI message right here, and then I would have to set the UI message and then pull it, and then I'd be casting things to UI message. Nope, I can't. I honestly, I don't remember what it was I was gonna send. Do y'all remember I said that if I said anything? Like, one of these might have worked in that case, you know, for example. Brute Warrior Chosen, maybe? I don't know. UI messages might work different. They may not be a single string, but also it probably just comes out as an error. So, I don't know. What might work is a player's name cast as a UI message. No, that wouldn't work. We already looked at that. Players are players, they're objects. I'm blah, I mean back. Yeah. Oh, I see. And then, let's see. So, yeah, anyway, this is really useful and really cool. Can't think of another way to do this. I'm actually not sure if any other things would cast a UI message any more better than we just saw. But we did see... What did I do? Did I break it? We did see that you can now come in here, if you hold down the back button, and you can now send... Oh, did I do something wrong? Yeah, no, it works. Out of lives, you can say that. And then now, that's just a really cool thing. Just a really awesome, nifty thing that we couldn't do before. And honestly, let's see. If I go to the template, like for example, if I go here, then you could still do this and tell the whole team out of lives, and it would tell the player. Oh, I didn't put the player in. Alright, so player would be... Do I have a reference to me again? Is still... Oh, I deleted that, didn't I? I deleted the get player script. Dang. Ugh. Let's see. Players. Get all players. Node. Let's see. What was it? Objects. Yes. Get at index. There we go. So players becomes a list because it's a list of all the players. I want to get index 1. That's me. Object into players. Done. Okay. So... I wonder if you could cast a player variable. Is there a player variable? And you could maybe cast a vehicle to player variable? That might store. Out of lives, greater pain. There we go. So you can get that message. I could also theoretically, for example, change this to any of these. Challenge failed, greater pain, for example. Which means you could do a lot more things that are like your own custom things. Like if the challenge was just to reach a certain point in a let's say the challenge is a parkour map, and the challenge is actually to reach the other side of this, and I stop here and I hit this little area monitor. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. And then it just said challenge failed, right? Greater pain. So like it could be like I said, like the challenge could be grapple to the other side of this thing. Oh no, and then I land inside of it. So an area monitor could pick up that I'm in here and could push to the splash. Challenge failed. And you could do that for parkour maps. The entire map could constantly be telling you challenge failed without you having to fail an actual game mode thing, because that's what the challenge failed is for. I believe that works. I mean, these are respawn messages. So I guess challenge failed is like, I don't know when that happens. Honestly, I guess that's whenever you fail a round, probably in a round in like a special round, you know, in what do you call it, firefight. In firefight, they would sometimes have special rounds where it'd be like all grunts, and it'd be like you know, special challenge, you know, just like grunt birthday party or whatever, and it was just all grunts. Grunt birthday party was turned on. It was like flooding grunts everywhere, and you just got lots of kills. That might be considered challenge, because whenever you die in that mode, I don't think it used up a life. It didn't affect your total lives. It was a special round, and and stuff like that. So maybe they're working on special rounds for firefight, and that's what challenge failed is for. But you got game over, out of lives, you died, Oh, you died greater pain actually is grammatically correct. Whoops. So that's actually interesting. It will say, you died greater pain. It should have a comma there, but it's sort of grammatically correct. But yeah. So yeah, anyway, respawn message, we've got that now. 5 new things you can throw into these, and who knows what kind of combos? String to the string, or string the string, right? And we can set, like, the one string is that message. Let's see, you died, let's see, caves, class, core. Oh man, let's see. Down, experience, escort. What all stuff that can we do? Find, finish, first, flags follow. I just wish there was if there was a number string. Like if we could push numbers to strings, that would be great. I don't think you can you? Because they're just number variables. I think there is simply a died string in messages, and you could probably make just greater pain died type of message. You can't, you have to do word player. There's not a player word, right? Isn't that correct? Is that right? Player is the string, is the thing, but you can do string player, and player is the string, or player is a string. You are the string, you are a string, current objective string, but you can't do player died. But you died greater pain makes more sense than died greater pain, right? So yeah, it does have some wiggle room there. Let's see. Challenge failed capture, for example, could be interesting. Challenge failed building, for example, could be interesting. Challenge failed class. Let's see, look at the UI message B. Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that. Oh my gosh, what am I talking about? I'm so dumb. I forgot about that one. I forgot, I saw that in there and I was gonna do that, and I forgot. UI message B. Oh my gosh. Message template, string 1 template. Okay, string, yeah, greater pain has been deleted from existence. Yes, exactly. Let's see, string, man, why didn't I think of this? String X. So the X and Y, these are the ones with numerical values. Right, okay, wait, what was that? Nope, string template. String XY, string 1, remain. X until string. Oh man, what about this? Let's do, this is good. This is real good. Watch this. 5. Message. Check this out. I bet you could you can adjust and abuse them in watch this. 5 until you died. You have 5 lives remaining. Is a, you could probably just say 5 lives, because I'm pretty sure lives is already in this other one, or is already in there as a string that you can, as a, like, if I break this connection, I'm pretty sure lives is already in here. I'm pretty sure lives is already in here. I don't think that's a new one. But let's see. Laps, leader, left, life, levels, lives. Yeah, you could say like 5 levels. You could say 5 lives. Okay. X string, XY, X point Y, X / Y string. Let's see. What are the interesting things we can do with these? Let's see. Let's see. How's Extraction Infinite? I haven't played that version yet. It's pretty good. I mean, there's a couple of bugs with it where people are like placing down extraction points like in the floor and the wall and stuff like that, but let's see. You died. Game over. Let's see. Respawning disabled. I think the other UI string was more interesting with this because they're with other keywords. But if we did, let's see, if I went with, like, for example, string X, right? Then I could... Wait, can I set... Oh, right, yeah, no, I'm just plugging it in. I don't want to plug it in and do output message. Yeah, okay. Like, for example, it would be like, let's see. Respawning disabled, 5. You know, and you could theoretically have it count down. You could do that. You could be like, respawning disabled, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or whatever. You know what I mean? And you could do something like that. And that would be kind of dope. Let's see. You're in Halo Infinite right now? Cool, cool. Let's see. So that's an interesting thing. You died. Challenge failed. What's a good... Let's see. Oh, you know what you could do? Oh, this is interesting. String... There's a string... Yeah, here we go. Watch this. Here we go. This is an interesting one for this one. Alright. Ping. Watch this. Challenge failed, 5 of 17. Look at that. You could be at the end of the... you could have a couple of different challenges throughout the game mode. And at the very end... right before it gives you the game over screen and says you won, you can print to the screen how many challenges you succeeded. Like in your zombie one, for example, you could do this PTSD machine. And it would print how many, like did you successfully build the, you know, what do you call it? The skewer? Yes? That's one challenge succeeded. Did you get the lights on? Yes, that's one challenge succeeded. And you could have all of the different challenges in the game mode at the very end, right before it says you won or whatever, game mode or whatever. You could say, challenges, you know, challenges failed. 5 of 17. Each one you didn't get, you would say, this is how many challenges you failed. Game over, you win, or whatever. You could even make it to where they have to succeed at a certain number of challenges before you could maybe even find a way to like tell them their like give them like a, I don't know, like the ability to like, it's, yeah, you could definitely be like, you could be like, okay, you want to beat the game with no challenges, you want to succeed on every challenge, right? You could also do something with parkour. Like if someone did a parkour map and you get like 3 tries at each one before you failed, and then they move you to the next one automatically, right? They just go, oh, you failed, move you to the next one. Then it could count down, you know, it could just push the screen, splash screen, 3 of 3, and then, you know, right as you walk up to it. And then whenever you fall, it could say 2 of 3. And then whenever you fall again, 1 of 3. And then whenever you fall again, 0 of 3, because that's your last, you have no more tries remaining. 0 of 3, you've respawned, you've got, it's basically your last try. You go, you fail, it then goes, challenge failed, and moves you to the next one, and then tracks that you failed that challenge, right? And then at the end of the entire game, when you get to the finish line, it will say how many you failed, and then it could count which player succeeded with the most challenges. And then it could end the match and declare a winner and all of that. That would be really cool to me. I think that would be dope. And it could also be like a team-based mode. You could like actually do some kind of team-based thing where like, you know, you get to the end and it's about how many of your team can get to the end and actually succeed at the most of the challenges, right? And so you actually want to help people get through the challenges that they don't know how to get through, or like you want to watch your allies try and then get through and then you get through. You know what I mean? That would be kind of cool. Man. And if it was like a sandbox, not a linear thing, you could theoretically, instead of like when you fail enough times, it pushes you to the next one. We could do it. Discord? Okay, you must have sent me something. Whenever you try to get to the next one. Ooh, what did you make? So I'm trying to work on, but getting distracted from your UI stuff. Well, that is really nice. Holy crap. That is awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. And so, yeah. Basically, that is gorgeous. Basically, yeah, no, you could be like, hey, you can make it like a sandbox, like an open world thing where there's a bunch of different challenges, right? Whenever you walk through the threshold, it activates that challenge. Whenever you try that challenge enough times, you know you're not allowed to start that challenge anymore. Every time you walk into it, it'll like teleport you back to the center of the map, right? It'll like go or something like that and put you at the back of the intro of the map. Or it could just say challenge failed again and put you back at the center. And then like each player has to try each of the challenges, right? And so like you spread out, you do your challenges, and then you end up back and then at the end of the game, it tallies up each team's number of successful challenges. And it would just be this like mini game mode where like one challenge could be like a survival thing against like endless hunters or something like that, you know what I mean? Or like kill 6 hunters, go. And you have a countdown, you have a timer, and at the end of that timer you lose. And so you have to like, or maybe you survive the hunters for a certain amount of time and you have a countdown timer, and at the end of that timer you lose, you win. Could be it, for example. So like there's a bunch of stuff that you could do with this. I think it would be really cool. This motorcycle looks dope though. You're doing a good job on that. Let's see. So yeah, you can print a lot of things to thing. This challenge failed one seems to be the most useful one. Out of lives seems to be really useful. Respawning disabled is going to be really useful. You died and game over are going to be sort of useful, but they won't be. I feel you died will be fun to do. If like, I don't know when you'd say it other than you died because you did die, you know what I mean? You know? Gingersaurus Rex, how's it going? Meow meow. I will send a screenshot when it is finished. Nice, do that, please. We just figured out, Gingersaurus Rex, how to do something cool. I'll just show it one more time. Respawn messages are a string, but you can't put them straight into a string variable. You can't put them straight into a string section here, right? It does not let you do that because they're like, no, that's not allowed, right? So whenever you're sending a message, you're not allowed. But you can put it into a declare, you can stick it in like this, right? And you can say, declare generic item variable. Then you can get that generic item variable and cast it to a string, which means it goes, trust me, bro, this is a string, is what you're telling this script. And the script goes, all right, I'll go with it, and sends it and allows you to connect this node anywhere you want, right? Whenever that would accept a string now, right? So we set it into a string variable. It comes out, and and then what we're doing is we're setting the string variable. This is the string variable, and then we're pushing a splash, and this is the message pulling that string variable as it. And what this ends up doing is we've got this message now that you cannot create currently, with a normal message system. Ping, and it goes challenge fail 5 of 17, right? And that's how we got it set up right now. We can also go with this other one where where I've got player in here and the string the player or whatever. So you can have any message, not any message, but we have more messages. We were hoping to get, oh wait, I didn't need to get rid of that. We were hoping to figure out a way to cast user, like what I was really hoping. This is what I was really hoping. We went in here hoping that the identifiers could be put into a generic item variable like this, but it doesn't accept that. That is the only thing that's super unfortunate. The identifier won't go into here, and that means that we can't just come in here and put in whatever we want, and then it accepts it as like a string, and then we send that. That's the one sound. Believe me, Ginger, he tried everything. We did. We went through everything. We tried to cast weapons, weapon addition methods, equipment types, booleans, vehicle types. We tried everything that's on this, that's over here, all the different variables, and variables literals over here. We also tried to cast these. These, interestingly, come out with a blank string. So right now, I don't think you don't have a blank option here, but you can actually put a blank string that comes out as a blank value, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure exactly what it would be used for, but you can do that. But right now, this one, right, for example, it works really well for, yeah, this one will work. So this one is, I switched it to the other kind of message, which has numbers instead of has other words. Oh, wait. I think I changed something. Let's see. Oh, I broke this. There we go. So, ping, and it will say, challenge failed. Oh, wait, what? What did I do? String the string. Oh, whoops. I meant to do string player. Why is it not letting me do what I'm trying to do? There we go. All right. So there we go. So this script will now say challenge failed, greater pain, and it'll tell me to my face with words with my name that my challenge that challenge failed. Right. I can also, for example, change this to not challenge failed, but to you died, greater pain. I could change it to game over. I could say out of lives, greater pain. And actually, I can push any player. So I could grab your teammate and say out of lives and say your teammate's name, and then you've got it right there. And so basically, yeah. So I can go like this, it could be like that, and say out of lives, greater pain, but I could also grab your name. For example, if we were in the match together, I could say, out of lives, Ginger Sorcerer X, and then I know that you ran out of lives, so the team is now weaker, but I know who needs help. You know what I mean? Like, I could watch that, and I could see who needs help. And we can do all sorts of stuff with this that just, like, we couldn't do before. So that's just kind of cool. Respawn disabled also. It's like if you enter a danger zone, like let's say Destiny, right? Destiny has these areas where the respawn is disabled, right? Where you just game over if everybody dies and you have to revive your allies. Respawn disabled, your character. You can't respawn, I can, because you walked into a danger zone, right? And then so if you die in there, you're dead, right? You can make game modes like that where like there could be like this is a cool game mode off that string alone. A death pit in the middle, an arena where everyone's on the sides able to grab their weapons and equipment, and whenever you enter the arena, as soon as you enter the arena, respawning is disabled. But as long as you're outside, respawning is enabled. And it could be something where like there's gameplay that happens on the outside and then a death pit in the middle that gets you like a golden snitch amount of points if you kill the other player. So it could be like Slayer everywhere, and then you enter the middle where it's like the ring, right? If you enter the ring, you're sort of like challenging other people to a fight. When they enter the ring, one of you kills the other, and the one who wins gets like, 10 times as many points, a golden snitch kind of thing. But once you enter it, it says respawning disabled. When you die, you will not get to respawn to help your team get kills anymore. You're done. So if you choose to go in there, you could win your team the game practically by getting them like 10 extra points out of the 50 they need to get, maybe even 25 points, like a golden snitch. But if you go in there, you're also potentially giving the opponent those points, and you're removing yourself from the match. It could be something like that. It could be something else. Maybe if you win that match, it doesn't get you points to the victory. Maybe it gets your players points to their like they get a loadout, they get like snipers, they get like spawn at their base, gets upgraded, but you're dead now, you're done. You know what I mean? You could also theoretically say respawn disabled, and then it could have a countdown timer, respawn disabled 1 or like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and tell you whenever you're about to respawn with a respawn disabled message. That could be a modified thing. You could just customize the player's actual respawn that way, but like, I don't know, you could do a lot of things that would be really cool, I think, in that mode. I'm not sure exactly what you could do with that, but you could do a lot of things. I'm sure there are plenty of new ideas that could come off of this. Oh man, I don't know, I've got to like, I probably have to clip this part of this video off at the end and upload it as a second video that just like shows this off, because we've gotten so many ideas we've talked about and shown off how to do it and everything like that, that it might be worth it. That might be cool. Or I could just make a short video showing off how to do it. But I think that's really dope. I was gonna go back to my other map at the end of the stream, and it's like, this is probably time for me to end the stream though. So, because I think even, dinner is probably almost here from Grubhub. We had to order from Grubhub. So, yeah. So I'll work on my map off stream, but I think I might have to go now, and I need to tell people about this. I need to tell people about this in, like, all of the Discords. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. It'll also be really cool if, like, they update it to where they count as, like, if it is a string, the identifier, if the identifier is just a string of text, then if we could plug it into the casts The generic object thing, like name. Oh man, that would be so cool. And we could do so much with that. Oh no. My map broke. Look at this. Jesus. Hold on. Let me check this brain. Also probably wrecked. Very. Alright. Remember? I saved off a version in the version history to delete back to see if the map would break whenever I added certain nodes. Lo and behold. Here it is. But let me see. Let's see. Let me go ahead. Exit. You could probably hear my kids making all sorts of noises in the background. This whole time. I'm sure y'all have heard it the whole time. I'm rebooting the game because I want to see if my map was broken because of what I was doing in that other stuff with the casting. Maybe whenever yeah, very much so, yes, exactly. Whenever I get back into the map, if it's fixed and working, then it might have been that the nodes that cast can break your map. You grab an earlier version. I'm gonna see about that. I saved off a special version, said this version is, and saved it as this version is safe. Go back to here, cut all the way back to here if I need to. But I want to see if this works. Also, this loading screen, I've noticed, is longer again. I wonder if it's just going to be longer like this every time right now, if the season is doing this. Because it takes, like, solid 10 minutes right after a driver update or the new season update on this screen. But this is still longer than it normally takes. It usually sits here for a second, and then goes, and is done, right? But right now, it's, like, dragging across kind of slow. Oh, you know what else I just realized? I think I still have my settings set up to have the, Let me turn off those clouds. I mean, the lighting. Because I don't know if I should have that on for my computer, but Ray Trace Sun, yeah, I'm turning that back off. Let's see. I forgot that I turned that on, and it just occurred to me because I was thinking about the graphics card. Let's see. Okay, so MOBA, new, local. Let's see the new version, if it will be broken. If I delete this version, go back a version, we'll see if that one was broken or not. Because remember, I dropped in that cast. I was like, let's try this, and I dropped that one node in, one of the generic item objects or cast nodes or whatever it was, and then I went, no wait, let me go into a different map, and I saved it and I quit. And I may have broken the map's brain then. It might be that these generic items and casting things are breaking my maps. Or it might be that I'm hitting some node maximum that's causing that's not supposed to be there, and it's breaking it up. Let's see. Oh, thank God, this is all back. Look at that. Oh, it was the stopwatch I placed. Yeah, it wasn't one of the casting things or generic things. It was the stopwatch, and the stopwatch was in my last map that did break. I wonder if the stopwatch nodes are what breaks the map. I wonder if my old version is gonna reload properly. This one loaded back in properly. That's weird, and I'm wondering if I didn't have to start all over, if I could have just rebuilt. This is a better way of doing it from the ground up, so I'm glad I started over. But maybe I didn't have to start entirely over and could have, like, done it in a way that didn't require me to remake every single node, but I could have copied and pasted and, like, moved them around. I have no idea. But this is I'm still glad I did it this way, where I restarted over, because this is way better. But I'm just moving these out so you can actually see the differences between the sections. These are all variables. They should have, like, their own section up top above everything else. Yeah, anyway, we're good. The music stopped. Let's see, in the middle of the library suite. We'll move to the next one. Some people don't like the flood level music. So yeah, anyway, we're good. It didn't break. It looks like it's fine. Hopefully it's fine. But what probably did break it is that when I was in that other map, placing down all those gets and casts, maybe even baking a brain that has the cast and generic list items breaks the map until you save and quit and turn off the game and come back in. So every time you bake it, you might break it, for all we know. Like quitting and then going back in, it might be broken. But I have no idea what ramifications it's going to have on your maps, so if you do go and use those messages, save a copy off early, or save a version in the version history before you use it, and delete them back to that point. Especially you PTSD machine, because that zombie map looks like it has a lot of work put into it, and I would not want you to lose that. And yeah, all of that, all of the above, that's all very important. And like I said though, I think I've got to get going. Man, I just got new people on kicked out, starting to watch right as we're in the end here. But yeah, I will note that. Yeah, good. Do note that, but you do have new message options in the meantime. Hopefully they don't break the maps entirely and they can, like, not like break it permanently, but break it temporarily entirely to where we can use them and use them well. But yeah. So, I'm gonna do this is what I gotta do next, is starting the spawners. I've got the spawners, I have a boolean that will tell them if they're allowed to spawn or not. All I gotta do is, for each object in list, check to see if its variable, if its primed to spawn variable is true or false. If it is true, then go. If it is false, then don't. And the stopwatch will just do that on the loop. And when a squad dies, I will grab on squad spawned with squad label. I might have to set a label in the squad here that actually connects it to its spawner, so that I can, when that squad dies, it can reset the thing. That's the only thing I've got to figure out how I'm going to reset it. And I think on before I go, I'll check this really quick. Events, AI, I know I'm like that all the time. Before I go, let me do one more. On AI unit killed, I think is on squad arrived, on squad state changed. Can you say dead here? I just bit my tongue again. On wave start. On squad remaining percent, I can do that. I just wish that that it would pass the spawner it came from, so that I could reset that up. Killing unit, squad. Oh right, each unit. That's how I did it last time, and what I can probably do again. I can't grab the squad as an object and store a variable in it, but you can grab each unit in a squad and store a variable in it. So if I grab down here, get each unit in the squad, and then assign this spawner as their spawner, as that squad spawner, by giving it to each and every one of the objects in the unit, then I can say when this killing unit dies, then assign, then yeah, there we go. That's all I need to do. And whenever you buy hunters or skimmers or jackals as the special units, and I add it to your squad, I can spawn those units, and for each of those units, I can grab your spawner that's stored in you as a character, and I can assign that as the spawner for those AI units, so that they still count. When your whole squad is wiped out, it will still spawn them. So that would still work. Or I can just not assign them to your squad and just tell their squad to follow your squad around, which would work too. And then they'll just effectively be the same squad. They'll just grab your squad, that other squad, and say follow that squad, or grab that squad, grab a unit from that squad, say follow that unit, and then they'll just constantly follow that unit. That would work. But then if that unit dies, they'll just they'll just stop. So I don't know what it'll do there. You know what I could do? Here's what I'm gonna do anyway. Your bots, what I was gonna do is move the bot location that they try to go to. Like basically have two bot locations. One is the main base, one is your main base, and one is the front line. The main base sends to the front line, but the front line doesn't send back to the main base, right? And so when the bots spawn, the main base will be right next to them. They'll go to the main base and then they'll run out to the front line. The front line, I will move to where the action is. When players are fighting, where players are fighting bots and stuff like that, I'm gonna move that object to there so that the bots will try to fight there, right? That's where they will try to go to do the frontline fighting. If What I can also do, though, is I can tell the jackals and the hunters to follow that object as well. Or I can have it follow you as a player, but I think I'd probably rather stay out in the action where your troops are. So yeah, I'll follow that object as well, because it's just an object on the map, right? The nav marker. And then that means your jackals will go over there and they'll do their thing. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do. I think that should work. Also, I can do like how I'm gonna do that is probably gonna be like when the units arrive here, yada yada. It's gonna be a whole script thing that I've got to figure out. But it's gonna have to do with those unit zones, the movement zones. Yeah. Anyway, the point is, next I gotta spawn the units, and for a little bit they'll just follow along the path and go toward each other and kill each other. And then I've gotta spawn bots to replace players that are missing, which I was doing on the last version of this map. I could probably copy that section of the script if it will load in, and I can put it into its own brain and then prefab that and then put it into this map. But and then just copy and paste it into here. Because that was already working, or just rebuild it from scratch using these better methods. Anyway, I'm just rambling. I'll catch you guys next time. Yeah, I'll see you later.